Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music.
Yeah. Neither one of us.
I didn't wear a shirt.
Oh.
We do have some blue and nuclear green RNA shirts left, though. So if you haven't ordered yours, just let me know.
Yeah.
I'll see what sizes we have left. So
There
Deep
you
in
go.
Heart, Texas. That's where we're at right now.
Yep.
This is ASK RNA number 30.
Yes.
So it'd be like FAQ Friday number like 100 and something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Is it crazy? Or
Yeah.
like 90? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get right to it.
Woo.
We have a very good first question here
Yeah.
from our friend Tim Worley.
Yes.
I was about to punch a button on my iPad to check the time. Forget it. Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
Her is this week's epic question. Her.
Her is.
Her, Tim. If you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Be careful. Your answer could alter the space-time continuum. Wheatley's. Only one piece of advice? See, I would.
Oh, there's so many.
I would give a lot of
pieces
advice.
So many pieces of advice.
Yeah, you go first. What age are we talking, though?
Oh yeah.
Gotta be some parameters.
Let's see.
I guess we get to pick the age.
Oh gosh. I would say I would start with maybe like 14 and tell myself to try out for drill team sooner.
Quit that stinking band. Go for the drill team.
Right? That would be probably number one. And then and at 14 I would also warn past self about my freshman, sophomore, junior, senior boyfriends that I had to no, focus on school.
Forget those losers.
Yes. But I probably would tell my junior year self to go and talk to this guy whenever I first saw him for the first time.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You should totally do that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that I would have talked to him. Maybe just said hi. Just maybe not going like, what's up? But like just hi or something, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And probably would have told myself, my 18-year-old self, almost 19-year-old self, to not break up with him in the first place.
Don't break up with him the first
It all
time.
revolves around Ryan.
It's all about me.
Because I don't really, my other choices in life, I don't really regret anything, you know? After that, there's a few, like, don't say that, but I'm not a hateful person in general, so if I, say something, it's usually warranted.
You deserve it. Awesome.
So, I think that would be, and probably, continue working at the hospital longer than I did, I think, because that would have been a great life experience.
I was telling someone the other day, man, we had such great, awesome insurance when Angela worked at a hospital. I was like,
we
oh
did.
my God.
It was ridiculous.
Oh, man. Let's not even talk about medical insurance right now because it's not even
a
joke. But, man, it was so great.
Yeah. Because I don't think I would have stayed in school. Because that's just not who I am. I know I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a college person. I think for some people, it's a complete waste of time. For some, it's warranted and it needs to happen, obviously, because it depends on the line of work they're going into. Mm-hmm. But for most, I don't think that, accumulating debt is a smart thing to do. So
it's not the end-all answer.
But I'm glad I went only because I got to know him. So that moment in time where I was just like, yeah, I'll go to college. It was, destiny, I think. It was fortuitous. But
It's all about me.
I wouldn't, say, hey, stick with college. But, no. But definitely work.
My turn?
Yes.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would probably go back. And the number one thing I would tell myself, probably like my 14, 15-year-old self, would be like, don't date any girls at all until you meet Angela when you're 21. How old was I?
Yeah, 21.
All right. Don't date anybody. Because you're going to meet this girl when you're 21 who's going to be awesome. That's who you're going to marry. And you're just wasting your time with
everybody else.
Just a waste of emotion and
Oh my gosh.
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
So.
we tell our boys that
Oh yeah.
all the time.
No worries. So that mostly it's the same thing. It's like don't even talk to these other girls. Just wait. Just wait till you're 21. You'll meet this awesome lady. So that's the number one thing. And then probably the number two thing would have been like you need to practice more. Quit being a dumb A and like take your music more seriously. Because I didn't practice a lot in high school. I was in band and did music and all that, and I played, but I did not practice seriously like I really should have.
Yeah.
And if I would exerted more effort when I was younger, oh man, I would have been so much more further along in my music abilities. And that's really the only other thing. And learn to eat vegetables. Yeah.
Appreciate and eat, tolerate and eat
them
vegetables. Eat
right
them vegetables.
now.
What?
So that's the main ones. Yeah, it's all about you, really.
I know.
Mostly.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, because I've always sang, so it's not like, and I'm thankful for the opportunities I've been given.
Or I'm gonna be like, don't sell this guitar. Stupid.
Yeah, but it's not anything that I would like. Yeah, go perform, get a band together, because that's just not who I am necessarily. Everything else, I don't think I'd want to skew my timeline too much because everything else has fallen into place the way I like it comfortably to get to where we are now.
Yep.
So I don't want to tamper with that too much. But
maybe I should say something about, like, I don't know much about sports stuff. Like, bet on this. Gamble on this, Super Bowl winner from 1990, whatever.
The Cowboys.
If I give myself some financial advice, it would be, first of all, it'd be relationship advice.
Yes.
Don't talk to anybody. And then it would be like probably health. Like eat your vegetables, son.
Yeah,
start exercising now when you're young and it's easier.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then, financial advice, I guess.
Yeah.
But my number one is like relationships. Ow.
Scratched your
I don't know. Yeah, so there it is. Thanks for the great question, Tim.
Yeah. That's good. Makes you think.
Makes you think.
Things that make you go,
But you can't go back and change nothing. So let's just deal with today and moving forward.
Yes. So
think about that.
I think that you should keep in mind what you would have told yourself back then and apply it to who you are now so that future self, 20 years from now would be appreciative
Yes.
of who you are now. Because there's a certain kind of influence that you have on your future self if you're aware of all the mistakes that you made in the past to not be a repeater of history. So
a repeat offender.
We
were just talking about this actually about instead of thinking, man, I don't want to think about 10 years from now. 10 years from now I'll be 50. I'm like, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to, I don't want to think about when I'm 60. I don't want to think about 20 years from now, 30 years from now.
He's like that.
I'm like that.
I'm not like that.
But the smart thing would be like, all right, we need to think about this.
We really do.
And we need to sit down with some paper and a pencil and write down, all right,
where do I
so
want
10 years from now, where do we want to be?
Shoot, 5.
5 years, 5-year plan. What do we want to be doing 5 years from now? What is it going to take financially to do this?
This time next year.
Yeah. What can we do right now? Even it's a little small thing we can do right now and next week and next month to kind of think about our plan for 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years. So we need to do that, I guess.
Because even I notice even with our life to date that all the improvements and jumps in our financial stability, our relationship stability, we've actually sat and thought about like, what kind of marriage do we want to have? What kind of who are we raising? What kind of boys are we raising? We've actually sat and thought about it, and it's actually changed our patterns and our decisions on, do we allow our kids to watch anything? Do we allow our kids to have cell phones just because everybody else does? Do we, because we look to the future. We're always doing that. We were laughing about just the other day about how, when we first started, we had like 6-10 students. And we were like just kind of mapping out, how much they're paying a month to how much we need financially and, where we would be comfortable we could live and survive and still give and still do all the things that we would love to do. And how many students would that take? And we were saying, what if we got to 40 students? What if we got to like 50 students, that would just be like perfect. We could totally survive on that.
We could survive on that.
We can be so comfortable where we can do things and give and be where we can, all of our needs are met. Needs, like real needs, like having electricity.
Not like going cruises
like, no,
and buy Lamborghinis. Because
we don't do that.
But,
or go on vacations. But we, where we can be comfortable and we're there. Because we, 5 years ago, we thought about where do we want to be.
It was 5 years ago.
5 years from now. And we're there. So, to our past selves, we thought about that for our future selves. So now as our future selves, we can look back at our past selves and say thank you.
Yeah.
So.
And it took 5 years. Now it's kind of tough when you're in the 5 years, the grind is trying to get there. But as Miley Cyrus says, it's about the climb.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways.
Oh my God.
On that note, let's move on to Adam Lamar's question.
Yes, I'm sure Adam Lamar really appreciates to come
Miley
to
Cyrus, segue to Adam Lamar. Adam says beer cap / resin coffee table would be sweet using picks instead of beer caps. Yeah. Take all your old guitar picks and make a coffee table out of them.
That would be really cool. Whoever does that, please post pictures and videotape your process and share it. That would be really cool.
He said the CAD mic is the way to go in the future, which we're using it today. Using the CAD, crap, I forgot what the name of it was. GXL 2200. I was going to say EXL, but it's the GXL. Anyway, so we're using the CAD mic.
Sweet.
What is your opinion on noise gates / suppressors, and where should they go in the signal chain? Great question. I think a really good suppressor should go right at the end of the barrel of your M16. Not that kind of suppressor. I know what you're talking about. No. With pedals and signal chains, there's really no rules, but there are some basic guidelines. And one of the... they're more like guidelines, really. And I think a lot of people agree that with the suppressors and noise gates and things like that, probably kind of like in the middle of the signal chain... well, basically after like your distortions and overdrives, anything that affects like volume, like an EQ or I'm trying to think of the sustain pedals. I don't know. Volume pedals, right? Then your noise gate, then your time-based pedals after that, like flanger, chorus, reverb, delay. Put those after like a noise gate. That's one that's kind of a very, very good accepted kind of policy for that. But people do all kinds of crazy stuff just to get crazy sounds.
Yes.
So it's the wild, wild west. Do whatever you want.
Right.
All of this is just advice.
Right.
So, but that's a good rule of thumb. Now, if you don't have a whole bunch of reverb, delay, and all that other crapola, and all you have is overdrives and distortions, then that would be kind of at the end of your signal chain. Or chisane, as they say.
It's usually off the...
Chisane. Yeah, that's what I would do. Thanks for the question, Adam. Sorry about the Miley Cyrus thing.
Yeah.
Blackjack. Hey, Blackjack. Donna. She sent me a nice email the other day about a PRS single cut locally where she's at that was for sale.
Yes.
So not nice. Because I wanted it.
Teasing him.
It was a great prize. There's a little carrot. Hey, you said you wanted this.
Psych!
Which was beautiful guitar. Thank you for sending me that link. That was awesome. Right now is not a good time for me to get that, but thank you for sending it to me. I wish I could get one someday.
Exactly.
5 years from now.
Someday.
Wow, that mic was a huge improvement. Nice. Do you know if Chris Mitchell is going to come out with a smaller version of the Jimmy amp, a small practice-size tube amp combo around 5 to 10 watts with a built-in attenuator? That had been the overdrive, or that has the overdrive of the Jimmy. That would be sweet. You could call it a junior. Sweet. Well, there actually is a Jimmy Junior already, which it's still 50 watts. It's just a little bit more compact size.
I hear it. Jim Jr.?
Jim Jr., what are you doing? Get over here, Jim Jr.
Get over her.
Now, the Jimmy Jr. has a shared like EQ, so the EQ for the overdrive and the clean channel is now the same EQ. That's the way they made it smaller, but just it's still they didn't do a smaller wattage. So as far as I know, there's no plans to make like a mini Jimmy. That would be cool, though. I wish he would. I was just thinking about that. But they're not really huge on the lunchbox style amps. I know Chris has said that before several times. They do have the Mean Gene, which is a 15 watter, I believe.
Yep.
But it doesn't really, I don't think it has the gain channel of the Jimmy. Mm-hmm. And I think there's some ultra super secret plans going on right now that I cannot reveal because I'm not Chris Mitchell. I'll have to let Chris do that. But it's not, I don't think it really involves that. Although I'm in agreement with you. I would love like a little 15 watt Jimmy.
Yeah.
Personally. I think that would be sick. It would have to be, because there's already a Jimmy Jr., it'd have to be like a Jimmy, tiny Jimmy.
A
tiny Jimmy. Well, it's too much like the orange micro Jimmy. No. A mini Jimmy. That's what it would be.
A min Jim.
I'm gonna tell Chris. There's a request for a mini Jimmy.
Yes.
Let's make it happen, Chris. And he'll probably say, "Shut up, Ryan." So who knows? Thanks for the question, Blackjack. Appreciate it. Brian Sweeney. Hi guys. Hi Brian. Do you sell on Reverb.com? I actually do have a Reverb.com store, and just to kind of test it out, and I put up, I think, one of our Diamond DBZ guitars on it. So I have an account with them, but I haven't actually done much with it.
Right.
So I don't know if we will actively use that. I'm a real big fan of personal interaction with people. Like, we have a lot more customers these days coming in our door and walking in and physically playing the guitars and checking things out and talking to us. And also we have a lot of folks who will call me on the phone and ask questions. Hey, do you have this? Do you have that? What's the price?
Right.
So I like the interaction, social part of it. Because right now, I mean, if you go to RNA's website, I mean, we have some guitars up on our website, but we don't even have close to all the guitars on the website that we have here in the shop.
Well, we sell more person.
Yeah, and it kind of depends, you know.
Yeah.
The online thing, it's got its pros and its cons.
Yes, it does.
And so, you know, the beautiful thing about us being primarily a teaching facility, that we were just talking about our students. I mean, that is our livelihood, and that is our income. Really is the teaching thing. So we're not as dependent on, you know, man, we got to sell these guitars, or we're not going to pay our electric bill this month.
Right.
So we have a little bit of luxury of not having the pressure of, man, we got to sell 5 guitars this week, or man, we got to sell 20 guitars this month, or we're just out of luck.
Right.
So we can be a little bit more, you know, thoughtful about how we do it and how we approach it. And right now, this is kind of how we're leaning, is being a little bit more of that personal contact, a destination.
We like
type thing.
the people coming and taking pictures and telling us their stories and videotaping them and giving them a little connection to our world. I like that.
I do too. And then we have you guys and gals who follow us on YouTube and watch our videos and comment and stuff. You know, there's an interaction there because we see who leaves comments and does that regularly. And when someone like you guys, or like Big John, Florida Big John, or Texas Big John, it's like, hey, I want to order this. Can you get it to me? I'm like, no problem, man. And so there's a relationship there, and so we really dig that aspect of it. So. I don't know. I mean, for like our swag stuff, like the RNA t-shirts, and, you know, if we ever do mass manufacture the koozies,
I know, right?
Stickers and stuff, we may do that. But right now, I'm just kind of checking out our different options. So right now the answer is I have a store. It's not populated with any stuff.
Right. And
I need to go and look at it again. Because sometimes what's important, you know, for us, the importance is protection for the seller.
Right.
People are worried about buying protection, like how, as a buyer, what happens if something happens that's not good? And for me, I'm like, as a seller, what happens to me if someone buys something and then they try to turn around and kind of weasel out of paying for it? Or there's all kinds of situation. Yeah, because I've got friends who are dealers and they tell me stories, and that happens. People try all kinds of things sometimes. People can be crazy, y'all. So it's a little bit easier. It's harder to be crazy in person than it is online sometimes. Although we do see some crazies in person. So excited. And on that note, that's it. So thank you for all 4 questions this week.
Yes.
And,
they're great questions.
They were fantastic questions.
Took some time to answer.
It really did. So thank you for the questions. Leave your comment below if you enjoyed the video. Hopefully the audio is good this time. I'll find out when I edit it.
Edit it.
Edit it. And then, yeah. So if you have a question for next week, go ahead and leave it. And happy birthday to Angela.
Yes.
Had a birthday yesterday.
I accept all kinds of gifts.
All your presents, you can ship them to
Our RNA Music address.
RNA Music. Yes. Check our address.
Don't.
Ship it to the shop.
Just kidding. Yes.
No, you don't have to. But if
just
you want
kidding.
to.
No.
She's just kidding. Don't send her
Yes.
any presents.
Don't send me any presents.
Don't do it. But just type happy birthday. That would be good. She would appreciate that.
Yes. I'm
Day
38.
38.
And I'm proud of it.
I said, yeah.
So thankful. In the day and age that we're in, and people dying young and stupid things happening, I'm thankful for making it to 38. And I am praying that I make another 38 more. So,
I hope so.
I am not a girl who's ashamed of her age. I'm 38 and proud. I'm a young woman. Very young. So
38 and proud.
Yes, I am.
You don't look a day over 27 to me.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, we're going to go have some cake.
Yes.
Keeps music alive.
Don't forget it.
Go eat some cake.
Yay! Happy birthday to me!
Happy birthday. Wheelie, wheelie, wheelie.
Love you.
Love you more.